our orchestra does not cater just to conservatory kids. It's really for any student who's played music for 2 years with a private teacher, can get around on the instrument, can play scales, but really wants to have this experience of playing with other people. We tend to attract I think some of the brightest kids out there. Present time, we have over about 90 or more, sometimes more than 90 students in the orchestra. We have 2 different levels of orchestra, and one level, the high level's playing standard repertoire music, and the lower one's playing very fine arrangements. And they're some of the most committed kids that I've seen in any youth orchestra. They come from the widest spectrum I know of in Los Angeles, well over 60 schools. The orchestra has had numerous accolades. The Los Angeles Philharmonic selected us as a partner, and they selected several orchestras as a partner, but we were one of the youngest. I mean, because we in terms of youth orchestra years, like dog years, we're actually fairly new, and we've come to prominence very quickly.
I have been an active parent from day one, ever since we joined the orchestra. It is truly amazing to see how they start in the beginning of the semester. Once you put the music in front of them within the first few rehearsals, and then weeks after, and you'll be amazed how Dr. Steinberg brings the best out of these kids. If you close your eyes, it is unbelievable to imagine that these are kids under 18 performing in front of you. I believe Dr. Steinberg's character has a lot to do with how these kids come back every season. It's funny how most of them call him Russell. They are friends, they are extremely close to each other, and they listen to him. And that closeness and that friendship is basically, to me, what is important for those kids to feel comfortable.
Dr. Steinberg is one of those people who's committed their lives to music and educating others about music, which is really an honorable goal in life. Especially when, he's teaching at UCLA and he's still coming to teach us about, composition and music theory and also how to play our specific instrument. It's really a great experience and opportunity to have a UCLA grade teacher coming, teach us all these things. I don't think many people get that kind of opportunity, and I hope I can take advantage of that. He really shows us what we could achieve if we, went on to music in college and continued down that path. I mean, just hearing about all the things he's done, how he's composing for all these events that he keeps telling us about. It's really, I want to say cool.
The temple, the Stephen S. Weiss Temple, kind of surprised me with the news this year that they were no longer going to be able to sponsor us, and that it was time for us to be independent. And that may have been because they felt that we needed to, qualify independently. On the other hand, it's put us in a very difficult position because we now are dealing with the worst economic recession of all of our lifetimes, and trying to find a way to raise sufficient funds to even continue, to even start up again.
I really didn't know that the orchestra was in jeopardy until the concert, when Russell was talking about it. And when I heard that there was a good chance that there wouldn't be an orchestra next year, I was pretty shocked about that. And it just seems really sad that money should get in the way of something so great, because it's really helped a lot of people. Music is one of the most important parts of my life. It's basically all of my after-school activities are all about music.
I have a 9-year-old daughter who at the age of 4 started to ask me to play violin. And I have to tell you, the sadness that I will feel if we don't pull this together to keep this orchestra together, it's great. The kids come on Sundays from like 12:45 until 4:30. Everybody is just dedicated. The kids are dedicated, the staff is dedicated. I think the personalities that come to an orchestra like this, these are mature kids. These are smart, mature kids that come to this. And I think it's a great environment for my daughter to be in. I'm very happy to have her, amongst these kids.
it's really a question of reaching out to the hearts of these people and showing them what an impact this makes on kids' lives. They're generating really world-class music with world-class symphonies that's open to the public. Programs like this really shape a whole generation of artists, and what they're doing has a specific benefit that is tangible and meaningful to these children.
This orchestra represents a true, diverse community of Los Angeles' best and brightest kids coming together in a very positive manner that changes their lives forever, whether they're in music or not. I don't have quota systems for who is in the orchestra or who isn't. They just have to be able to play decently well enough to get in and have a love and passion for doing it. These kids come away with much more than just learning to play notes. That really isn't about that. They're learning how to articulate something very special about the human spirit. And they're discovering what that is inside of them. And they're also, just as important, discovering what that special spirit is like inside of other people around them.
The Sonnet of Sound. The sound it makes is very soft and sweet. It blows my mind and quickens my heartbeat. It soothes my soul like a hushed lullaby. Sometimes it will move me until I cry. When it's played in tempo and notes are right, the violin's music is out of sight. The sound is so graceful and so breezy, yet I can assure you it's not that easy. It's so frustrating to get the right sound. Sometimes I just want to throw it around. To get the notes right and play it in tune, I have to practice from July to June. With every new song, it takes a while, but in the end, it's all worthwhile.